Another cause of poor performing ads on Facebook is that the copy or the ad or the content is just plain boring or not relevant to the audience. If you want to understand why your ads are maybe not doing as well as they could, one of the things to look at is your relevance score on Facebook. So you need to run your ads for a little bit to get a relevance score, but you'll see the relevance score here when you look in your campaign results. And if you don't see it, you can come into columns and customize the columns and add quality score or relevance score so you can see it. So what is the relevance score? The relevance score is a rating from 1 to 10 that estimates how well your target audience is responding to the ad. I'm going to say this part again because it's really important. It's about how well your target audience is responding to the ad. So let's say I've set up 3 or 4 different target audiences. The exact same ad could have a different relevance score for each target audience because maybe for whatever reason it works really well with one group but not so well with another. So the relevance score is linked to the target audience. So it's not just an absolute number. So there's other things that can come into play. Now, this is estimated by Facebook, and Facebook does warn a little bit about how much weight you put into the relevance score. But what I notice a lot of the times is we see ads that don't perform very well, and businesses say, I just don't feel like I get results. You look at the relevance scores, you see 0, 1, 2. Look, we created all these ads. We're smart people. All of them seemed like good ideas. Our range is from 7 to 2. And so what you want to be thinking about is how do you get your relevance score as high as possible? Now, one of the things to keep in mind and a watch out with relevance score is that the longer you run an ad for, the lower your relevance score will become over time. The reason for this is that as Facebook shows the same ad to people again and again, they like it less, it is less relevant to them, and your relevance score will go down. For this reason, many businesses refresh their ads periodically so that they don't just run the same ad for like a whole year because people do get bored. So you may notice your relevance score changing over time. But what I would suggest is once you set up your ad and you need something like 500 impressions, 500 impressions in order to get a relevance score, set up your ads, try your different copy, and then go in and look at your relevance score and see where you're at. Because at that point, you will not have shown your ad to too many people to start seeing a natural deterioration in your relevance score. But relevance score is a good proxy or indicator of if your targeting and your ad are really on point for the people you want to reach. And so I always like to look at relevance score just to give me an indication of whether or not my ad is resonating with the group of people that I'm trying to reach. And if you're trying to diagnose poor performing ads and you see a low relevance score, it's a lack of targeting or a lack of good creative or a lack of customizing the creative for the target audience. Those are typically the 3 things that can fix a low relevance score. So improve your targeting, get more specific, improve your ads. Sometimes I've worked with a brand recently and I didn't think their ads were very good, but that was just my opinion. Their relevancy scores were like 1s, maybe 2s across the board. So they just didn't have very good ideas. We needed some creative brainstorming and a bit of a refresh, and then bring great creative and customize it for the target audience. Use the OCTO, objective content targeting, really tighten that up, and that's how you can use the relevance score to grow the results from your Facebook ad campaigns.